Hi, this is the fourth day in a row for me. Things are just that hectic at the moment. I couldn't even say that I don't know if I'm coming or going. I think I'm coming and going at the same time. It's starting from the beginning. After doing the video yesterday, I started to have a pretty strange experience of something of the mental I'm not too sure how to describe this, to be honest. I asked a spirit that I work with just to help me understand what was going on, and the closest that he explained it as was in a type of, basically my mind was, what I could feel was my mind. Obviously they didn't use words, but the closest I can the closest I could put it to is that my mind had had enough and it was building up to break, and what I could feel was my mind slowly going crazy over everything. It started off as a feeling of being giddy, almost like drunk, like a fool. A fool as in playing a fool, a jester, but it had a real dark aspect to it, and I could feel this thing slowly building up, and it was getting crazier and it was getting crazier. Thankfully, I was in complete detached observation mode, and I could just sit there and I could just feel it and observe everything that came from it, and I started to get, not worried, but I'm not concerned quite that far though, when I was observing ideas of bashing my head against the table so I could let this craziness out. I wasn't literally going to do that, but I was sat observing these impressions of this thing that was slowly going crazy inside my head. And the god that I work with said, it's your ego. Basically it's starting to spin out of control and it can't take it anymore, and it's slowly dissolving. And I asked him just to keep an eye on me, make sure there's nothing interfering with me, because I accepted it was part of the process as long as I knew that's what it was. So that went on didn't go on for too long, but I could, the dark jester is the best word I can put for that, and I just had to let it happen, and I could feel it spinning. It wasn't any sort of physical dizziness or anything, but something was spinning and I could feel it dissolving as it was spinning. That happened yesterday, and I could tell yesterday evening that things were going to happen last night because of all this. And I was having dreams of being in a mental hospital. I was having dreams that I was shot 3 times in the head with a sniper rifle, to which I somehow survived. And I woke up and they had regrown my body, but I had to relearn everything. I was like a child in an adult's body, and they were treating me like I was some sort of experiment that they had born and they had put together. Then I was an adult in a mental institution and someone was trying to kill me. Then I was a young boy who got hit by a blast of energy and got changed into a girl. Then I finally stabilised as a little 6-year-old girl with emotion and mental maturity age of a 6-year-old. But I remembered everything from my adult life. And I had no idea where I was, and I was calling out to an angelic being that I had known previously as an adult, because I had no idea what was going on. And he appeared, and I just remember I was so short, my head came up to his stomach, I was that short, and I just hugged him because I was so afraid, and he just held me, and that's when I woke up. And the synchronicity of that with the whole disintegration yesterday. That made a lot of sense. Though it didn't seem to stop there. Yesterday in the video I said that I just wanted everything to stop and restart and I could have a fresh start. Apparently that seemed to have manifested and been handed to me because I came across, I'm not too sure how I even came across it, it was a link to do with how there's actually 13 zodiac signs rather than 12. And a lot of people weren't the signs that they thought they were. And when I looked into it, just about every single planet in my houses had changed. And the more I looked into it, I realised I'm not an Aries, I'm actually Pisces. And my moon isn't in Libra, it's in Virgo. And my ascendant isn't Scorpio, it's... I'm not even going to try and pronounce the new one. But it's just... I literally feel like I have been handed that new start, including a new me, in some bizarre way. With everything that's going on, me coming across that link, finding this out, I just cannot help but know that it's part of the process, that it came to me now. And I've literally been handed this new start and a completely new identity from what was disintegrated yesterday. Beforehand I had 4 planets in Aries and now I've got 5 in Virgo. I mean, it's just so different. I don't generally use astrology. I use it up to the point where it's usually used as messages in dreams. That's usually as far as I go, but I just literally feel like I have been handed a brand new me to be. And it is really exciting. And that's why today I'm just completely all over the place because I feel like I'm coming and going at the same time, and this is all just a continuation of what started on the 9th. And I'm a little up and down with it energy wise at the same time, but all these synchronicities are just lining up together. I'm looking forward to what's going to come next. If something happens tomorrow, if things continue today, I'll do another video tomorrow. And I nearly didn't do this one today because I was all raring to go for it earlier, but as the day went on, and I've only been able to do this now, and my drive towards it's just dropped. I think things are still changing for me, and this video is just part of the process, just to speak through it, because I've been wanting all day just to speak it and just to get it out. Because I am mind blown about everything that's not just today, though today it's like I've just been handed that new start I wanted yesterday, and it's just like the manifested version of the new me and the new start, because it's just amazing. I'm not the sort of person to go into astrology and take whatever it says. It's just the symbology and the metaphor of that coming to me today and finding out all this. It's really knocked me for 6, to be honest. And it'll change a lot of things, I know that. I know I had a lot of purging from a past life last night. I was having visions in the night of people pointing, I think there were muskets at me, and people in caged wagons. It was strange. I just thought, all right, these are just images from the past. I'll just let them come up and happen, and I won't think about them anymore. So I think that purging is what let go a lot of that. But man. And I just hope now that this flow continues, and I think this in the first video I did on the 9th when I said that this is going to be overwhelming and a bit of a shock. I think this is what that meant, because there's so much happening and so many synchronicities, and my mind is getting overwhelmed. That for sure. After that weirdness yesterday and last night, which was oddly exhausting in a mental way, and all this today, I am overwhelmed. I think I need a bit of a break now, so I might just do some general relaxation, I think, and if anything else happens, you will see me again tomorrow. If there's no video tomorrow, then it's all taken